Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Jacob Eason. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Colts' 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Watson off play action. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Corey Willis in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Throwing is Eason. And his throw here is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Buying time to his left. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun is Eason. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run here with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans' 6-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December 11th
football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, Kamara. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, Eric Murray that time there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. Open man is Trey Burton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Eason on second down. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
41 to Mike, 41 to Mike. Check 41. Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Eason. Looking deep for Hilton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go on. As incomplete. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt for the Colts.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Now Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Eason sets to throw it. He's got Burton here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
1st and 10, Eason. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ross Blacklock in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mack. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before the break. Watson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. Open man is Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st down, Texans.
Set. 19.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Running with Kamara. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip some.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. And he's going to go down again. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Eason to throw. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And the Texans scoop it. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And at the 38-yard line.
Taylor. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Mike, 55.
Looking to throw. Eason. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Eason sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check right. Watching your ball.
2nd down, here's Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Texans 21, Colts 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percent.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Flushed out right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
To throw on second is Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 34-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Number 25, Marlon.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
55, Mark, 55.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, he completes this one to Mack. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Jacob Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Back to throw, Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. The 30, 20, touchdown, Houston. Devin Duvernay, 78 yards, and the Texans push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up now? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard
to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it's 3rd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through,
Is good.
and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Wings. Check right. Watching your grind. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
check. 55, check. 55, Mike 55.
From the gun is Eason. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ross Blacklock, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Eason on 2nd down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's got Burton here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300